Now let's come back to the issue of life sciences, Debbie, and we were talking about this on Monday, but you want to highlight the model for the future?
Yeah, I would like to because it's now been announced that the government's going to use a vaccine task force approach, which means they're going to invest 113 million pounds into research. Now, this is research, folks. This isn't help or therapies or any kind of support. This is just research. So, cutting edge research, cancer, mental health, obesity, and addiction is what we're going to go for. And it's absolutely terrifying because it says what we've been saying all along, in that the UK is going to be first and foremost on the planet for life sciences, and we're going to be apparently the first population to benefit. I can't see any benefit from it. And be pleased, because Kate Bingham, remember Oxford, AstraZeneca, um, Dame Kate Bingham, who did the lecture with Dame June Rain, Nothing Like a Dame. She's running it, so we should be extremely reassured. But let's just go back to the life sciences vision, because if you look at the life sciences vision, and this is where it gets really scary, this was Boris Johnson, under Boris Johnson in 2021. And if you look at what it says, I mean, please freeze the screen, but the bullet points are they want to make the UK the best place to trial and test products at scale. The NHS will be the biggest driver of innovation. They'll adopt new policies at population scale using new technology, and they'll create a business environment for life sciences companies. And of course, the firepower of the City of London is going to be in the centre of this as well. But who's actually in charge of it? So if we actually go and look at who's been writing this, along with Boris Johnson, we can see a few familiar names. We can see Professor Sir John Bell, who's the Professor of Medicine at Oxford. We've got Sajid Javid, we've got Kwasi Kwarteng, Lord David Pryor, and Sir Jonathan Simons. Now, I'm not going to go into depth into this, but I just want you to know that these are teaming up with the NHS and the MHRA. So basically, the UK is exactly what we've said it is an experimental laboratory, and we are the lab rats. But if we just go one frame on and look at the preconditions for success, because that's where it gets really interesting, and I want you to find this empowering, because it says that the NHS is critical to the delivery of nearly every element of the vision, the life sciences vision. It also says the UK is punching above its weight globally, but we are second and third in the university stakes. So you can see Harvard's number one, and Cambridge and Oxford two and three. It says the NHS has potentially the richest longitudinal health data in the world. But more importantly, and this is where it gets exciting, I think, because it should empower absolutely everyone, it says the life sciences vision can only achieve it with the support of the public, NHS, and patients. So this is what we've been saying right from the get-go. And I know it's a very quick whiz through life sciences, but I just want you to understand, everybody watching, that the NHS is the unique selling point. If we buy into the NHS and we constantly want to remodel the NHS into the future, fast forward into the medical metaverse, etc., and AI, then this is what we're heading for. But it can only work if we make it work. And if we don't make it work, it will all collapse. So my advice to everyone watching is go and look at that life sciences report, because clearly you'll see the NHS isn't for you anymore. It really isn't. But we can stop this. They need us in order for this to happen. So if they need us equally, if we don't do what they say, then they can't push forward their agenda.
Okay, now, Debbie, I just want to very, very briefly touch on this because the less said about
Mm.
Matt Hancock, the better. But nonetheless, your point here is that this whole idea of celebrity is just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even going to waste the time on it. Have a look at the slide and you'll see exactly what I mean. Jonathan Van-Tam, we knew he was going to get up to something. Well, he wouldn't catch me in a Labour ward with him, that's for sure. But I'll let everyone else make up their mind. But it just seems that we've gone completely celebrity crazy.
So he's going to take up a role on BBC's Call the Midwife. Excellent. What could
Yeah,
possibly go
and Matt
wrong?
Hancock, by the way, Matt Hancock's upset he's upset the I'm a Celebrity crew apparently because he'd already signed up for this SAS television series. So now he's going to be the new political Bear Grylls. Not.
No. Okay.